Gen Z might be the most self-aware generation in history. They understand mental health, identity, and systems better than anyone before them. And yet, they feel more lost, anxious, and uncertain than ever. That contradiction isn't accidental, it's engineered. Gen Z has unprecedented psychological awareness. They can name their emotions, recognize trauma, and decode behavior patterns. But awareness without control creates paralysis. Previous generations acted first, reflected later. Gen Z reflects endlessly and often never acts. It's not ignorance holding them back, it's over-analysis. For Gen Z, comparison isn't occasional, it's constant, algorithmically amplified. Every scroll shows someone richer, fitter, happier. Earlier generations compared with neighbors. Gen Z compares with the top 0.1% of the world. The result? A permanent sense of falling behind, even when they're doing fine. For Gen Z, identity is not discovered. It's constructed, refined, and constantly edited. Social media turned identity into a performance. Previous generations settled into who they were. Gen Z feels pressure to continuously optimize who they are. When identity becomes a project, it never feels complete. Stability once meant success. A fixed job, routine, predictability. For Gen Z, stability often feels like limitation. They've grown up watching people escape traditional paths online. So instead of asking, what is secure, they ask, what is flexible? The trade-off? Freedom with constant uncertainty. Gen Z consumes more global information daily than previous generations did in months. Wars, crises, climate anxiety, economic instability. Awareness used to be limited. Now, it's overwhelming. The brain adapts by becoming numb, anxious, or disengaged. Gen Z communicates in irony, memes, and layered humor. Not because they don't care, but because they care too much. Humor becomes emotional armor. Previous generations expressed directly. Gen Z masks seriousness with irony. It's easier to joke than to feel everything fully. Gen Z isn't weak. They're overloaded. They're navigating a world with more information, comparison, and pressure than any generation before. Their challenge isn't awareness, it's learning when to stop analyzing, when to disconnect, and when to act. Because clarity doesn't come from thinking more, sometimes it comes from thinking less.